Time for a love potion, a little sweet and spice. Throw it all in a cauldron, mix it up real nice. Fire in my eyes, stir counterclockwise. I dream of you all night. Feel with the emotion, follow the signs. With this love potion, you will be all mine. I'm pulling you closer to me. You're finding it harder to breathe. The magic is taking over your mind entirely. I'm the only one that you see. I got what you want, what you need. Before you know it, you are falling deep in love with me. Little sweet and spice. Made a love potion for you.
Hey, yo, everybody. The one downside to really getting along with your co-host is that sometimes when you start chatting backstage, you forget to pay attention to the clock.
It's fine. We were late finishing on the opening ceremony, so it's only fair that we're late starting on the closing.
Fair enough. We're just balancing everything. All right. I want to say we're not going to be here for too long because I am very hot and sweaty. However, Sarah and I like to chat, so who knows? But
that is true.
Our goal
We'll
is
try.
under 30 minutes for the closing ceremony. Let us say hello to everybody. Hey, Shannon, Lisa, Cool Gamer. Hey, it happens, you know, family. Kaisa says hi and thanks everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Lisa also wishes she could go to more, and thanks us for all the hard work of the organizers and the host and co-host.
Especially with all of the co-hosts as well, and those who were able to fill in more than just the one stream.
Full double duty.
This time. Really appreciate all of those who were able to, and schedule-wise as well, do more than just the one stream to fill everything out.
Which I think, well, Sarah, let's say how our weekends were, give people a little bit more time to get in here, and then we'll make our announcement.
Yes, I unfortunately had to work this weekend, which sucks. And the weather in England was horrible this weekend. So
hot, rain, both?
Hot. Like we hit 30 degrees over the weekend, which doesn't sound like a lot, but the heat in England is very sucky. So I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but still, I think with everything I participated in, I got about 4.5 hours worth of actual physical writing done, which for 2.5 days is a very good amount of progress for me. So we got a good amount of stuff done, which awesome. I wouldn't have gotten done otherwise.
Yeah, the US is experiencing a heat wave, and it's kind of funny. Like, I love our weather app because our weather app understands that the actual temperature is not necessarily the temperature that it feels. Yeah. So, like, it was around 82 Fahrenheit, which would be like 28-ish Celsius. But it felt like 93 Fahrenheit, which is like 90 or 33, 34 Celsius.
That's worse. Yeah.
And my air conditioner decided to die. So I'm in a cement box, and it actually only blows hot air right now. So.
Oh.
But
perfect for the hot weather.
Yeah, yesterday I had, because my husband needs circulating air to sleep, so we have a floor fan in the bedroom.
Yeah.
And so I like stole that for yesterday, and I had it directly pointed at me, which is saying a lot because I actually hate when fans are pointed directly at me. But I was like, no, it's my best friend now.
I need it. Don't care.
Otherwise, though, I got more done than I thought I would this weekend. I finished beta reading the first three, like the prologue and the first three chapters for our peace story, The Reaper. I went through critique notes for two of my three critique partners. I got those critiques all like those revisions all like finalized and approved. And then I was like, so today I'm like, oh, I can do some add mini tags. Add mini task. And so I like went on my Mila note and I filled out all the information and stuff that Fox will need to build the web page for Not For Her when it releases. And I also, because the beta application is also a page on my website, I put the information that I would need for the beta application. And he was like, since it's a really easy, just sort of copy paste, he went ahead and filled that out. So my application is actually ready now. And I'm like, oh, I was planning on sending the newsletter out in like mid-July when I came back from Expo. But like, since I've already done everything, I could potentially write my newsletter and send it out this week. So if you're not subscribed and you want exclusive early access to be able to beta, go to my website, samanthaalnessett.com, sign up for my newsletter. And yeah, so I got everything done. In the last sprint, I was like, I'm gonna just chill here and watch YouTube and play my phone game.
Yeah, well, we've all been busy bees this weekend. I know quite a few people have got quite a lot of things done, which I am very, very happy to hear.
Luis says, hi, had a great weekend. Couldn't join today, but Friday and Saturday were totally productive. Awesome. Jessica says it's 93 here, but feels 98 because, you know, broiling us alive is what Texas does best. So we'll go ahead and let everybody know that based on June last year and June this year, that Sarah and I have decided 2026 onward, we won't be having a June Storytellers Hearth. And part of this is because, you know, the first couple of years when we had it in June was like the pandemic years and very recently after them. So everyone was staying home. But now everybody's like going out and doing stuff with family and, you know, having fun, enjoying their summer, which totally fine. We totally support.
Absolutely understand, yeah.
Just also that means that it's probably better to pull back a little bit and just do the March and October ones now.
Yeah.
So, well, the March one, which was February this year, that even them out, is going back to March next year. So
we're working things out. It's fine. Yeah, June's become it's just very, very busy. Not so much for the Europeans, I guess, because our summers don't tend to start until like July for them, for the kids in school and stuff. But you've got the major holidays, you've got the hot weather going. Obviously, you guys have got your summer starting there as well. Lots of traveling. And yeah, just to give it, or just to make them as fulfilling as possible.
Yeah.
And without putting too much pressure on either myself or Sam to get everything filled, or putting, you know, unwanted pressure on any potential hosts to do more than they should do during any of the weekends.
Yeah. And as much as I was perfectly capable, and it went very smoothly with me running a third of the streams, that's not what the Storytellers Hearth is about. It's about giving everyone a chance to host and, you know, to meet as many new people as possible.
Yeah.
So it's like, as much as we all know I have a healthy ego, it's not actually the Sam relay.
The Sam weekend relay, guys. Let's go.
So yeah, it's, and also like the the months leading up to June, for at least for me, are like also super busy because it's my convent, like the sun. I want to say from like April to July is my anime convention season. So that's also when I'm working a lot of anime
Yes.
conventions
Well,
and
yeah.
the children and everything. So it's just, we just think it'll be better.
Yeah. So
Wait,
yeah,
Rainy got 6,000 words from Friday evening to today. Also finished reading
yes,
fourth week.
Rainy.
Awesome.
Yes, well done, Rainy.
Shannon was thinking the same thing for the AuthorTube Writing Conference. Not only is the conference not sustainable for her, but she also thinks it's not in a good month.
Yeah.
She doesn't think they'll do the AWC in June next year if they even have one. I will say, Shannon, I was kind of thinking about it in September. I don't know how you feel about that, but that might be a good month.
Yeah, because that's what, back to school. It skips the major holidays at the end of October going into November.
Yeah.
And everyone's sort of getting back into the swing of things.
Yes, Lisa, March and
Yes, we
October.
shall.
If we ever move it from October, something drastic has happened because
Something terrible.
Yeah, we maintain the October month because it's the origin. It's the, it all started in October. So
Yes.
we want to keep that one for sure. But yeah, so does anybody have any questions? Sarah, my brain died. Oh, we have a
Questions.
Hold on.
Queries is just a synonym. That's just as an antonym. That doesn't work.
Questions, comments,
Concerns. Yeah. Without going into it. It's one less a year, which, yeah, less chance for us to sort of all get together and in, the Storytellers Hearth way. I think we're still
but with so many people unable to do it in July anyway.
Yeah.
It's I feel like it kind of makes the March and October ones more
a bit more special.
Yeah.
And I think maintaining the 3 days in March as well as October for the both is still very much manageable. So we'll aim to keep it at the 3 days for both of them, as opposed to originally it was just the October that was the 3.
Yeah. One thing about the AWC in June is that it's my anniversary month and we haven't celebrated years. Oh, that.
Yeah.
That sucks. I don't think I'd want to move to September because that's the hubby's B-Day month.
Birthday month, yeah.
I was thinking October or November. Katie thinks March and October are good months for us still. Yes. Maybe the first weekend in November. And then Lisa said,
November's always was, it was a very big month for writers. Not right, now.
So Lisa, we considered like if another middle month would work better for this in AWC. However, like in the US, summer essentially starts in May and doesn't end until August. And we have quite a few holidays in between there. And like I said, for me, that's my convention and my family stuff. Like years ago, I was the only one with a child with a summer birthday. However, now I have I have 2 nieces and a nephew with June and July birthdays now. So
it's very busy.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago we had my son's birthday party, and then this weekend we had, was it 2 weeks ago? I don't even remember. At some point this month we had my son's birthday party, and then this weekend I went over for a nephew and niece joint birthday party, and then next weekend, well, this upcoming weekend, some of my great aunt and one of my great aunt and uncles is coming down to visit my grandparents, and I am expected to bring my children. So that weekend will also be busy. And then with Expo, I work, like, I'm basically gone a week and a half. And then I'm also going to be working a convention the last weekend of July. And July is my anniversary month. It's in August is, I don't do anything writerly related in August because the kids go back to school, and I always want to be there for them during the beginning of the school year. So it's just, it's not, any other month would be too close to October or March.
Yes, wouldn't be even, and that was just like, no, I can't do it.
Any other big changes going forward? No, that's it.
It's just that one.
Yeah. Jessica said, looking at the differences between how much I got done in February, around 6K, and how much I got done this one, no writing done because of all the things. It definitely isn't a good time for me right now. Yeah.
We appreciate everyone's participation, despite how busy you guys all are as well. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us despite everything that is happening in and around all of your lives.
If someone else wishes to host like a summer writing event, I'm all for it. I will support you. I might even sign up to host or co-host as long as I know about it. So Lisa didn't get a lot done this time either, but she doesn't think that's because it was June. That's very fair. Of course, this, like, it's not a universal thing. Like, I know that at least one of my co-hosts, they got like 7,000 words done this weekend, which was great.
Yeah.
And like, despite having to go to family stuff and everything, I got all of my goals and a little bit more done. But I was definitely far more stressed Saturday because I was like, I have to leave the birthday party specifically at this time to get back to host my streams. And like, my cousin was visiting from out of state with his kids, and usually I am the last one to leave. So I was definitely not the happiest about
trying to rushing around. I had to do the same on Friday to get back for the opening ceremony. So I was helping my dad out at his job. I was like, I need to leave precisely at this time because I need to get back. I need to get myself prepped. But having to do that for the entire weekend is just...
So it's like, it was a lot of fun. Yeah. I do not regret doing the event. It's just definitely open. Like, it was like June is just, it's not good anymore.
Yes. A lot more difficult, I think, than we assumed it was going to be.
To be fair, this is your first June.
It is, yes.
June has never been like this before. Like, when I asked Sarah, because she is the one in charge of the schedule, and I was like, Sarah, how many applications do we have in? And Sarah's like, we do not have enough people to fill. And I'm like, excuse me, what do you mean we don't have enough? She's like, what do we do when this happens?
What do we do? I don't know.
Like, this has never happened. We've never not had enough people before. Like, the only struggle we've had with getting hosts before is just people to cover the late night streams.
Yeah, it's always been availability rather than the amount of people willing to do the co-host. Yeah, I think that was the first time I thought, oh, actually something's got to be happening if there's not as much participation as I know that there usually is. So something's going on.
And like, I started reaching out to a couple people that I know, host or co-host regularly, and all, like, pretty much all of them were like, I will be traveling or I will be with family that weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, I get it, no problem.
That's what it is.
I had like one or two people who were like, if you can't get anybody, like, definitely reach out to me. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, it's fine.
I won't do it.
I'm an outgoing
introvert. I won't.
I was like, I'm an outgoing introvert. I can handle all the streaming. It's fine. Without the AWC, Shannon would also would have time to write and would co-host a summer writing event too. Lisa's considering co-hosting next time. Is that possibility? Are we going to recruit the same way for October? Yeah.
Yes.
Like, October recruiting will be the same, in probably sometime in September, we'll do our announcement stream with the October dates and putting out the host application and everything. You are more than welcome to co-host. I am hoping to be able to be more active on the socials, including the YouTube, to be like, hey, we need co-hosts for these, this and that, because that's the thing with like past events. I've gone on the YouTube community tab or the Instagram to let people who don't use Discord know about the co-hosting. We prefer host use Discord, but co-hosts don't have to have Discord at all, as long as the host is able to communicate with you. Give you all the things and get the things they need. That's all that matters. JC actually had to, because I've never had a co-host who doesn't use Discord before, but I like posted on my YouTube and asked JC if she wanted to. And then she sent me everything I needed via email. And then yesterday she's like, Sam, you haven't sent me the links yet. And I'm like, oh shit, let me get that to you. So yeah, it's just as long as the host can communicate with you. And September is a much more chill month for me, so I will definitely, and Sarah has access to the socials, be able to let people know what co-host spots are still available and connect people and everything. So I would love to see you co-host, Lisa. And if you are especially nervous about co-hosting, I have like a lot in the past. It's one of my like things I really enjoy doing is bringing people who are new to co-hosting on my streams specifically, because of course I'm going to toot my own horn. I'm pretty good at reading people's comfort levels and making sure that they get brought into conversation a good amount in everything. And several of our other hosts are similarly skilled in this way. So yeah,
we're all there. We're all there to support in any way that you need it if you are going to be new to hosting or co-hosting. And I think the majority, if not everybody, who does host or co-host, we're more than happy to help with any worries, queries, questions that you might have in regards to the entire experience, should you apply to be either of those.
Alice is like, Twin is gonna co-host Lisa. Sounds like Alice is gonna try to steal Lisa before the rest of us get a chance.
Alice has got a new rule: Lisa or nothing.
Alice goes on a protest. She's like, I shall not host anymore without Alice, or without Lisa.
If she's not there, no thank you.
Lisa said, I'm thinking about it. I have not committed. That's very fair too. I think that's about everything.
I think that is,
yeah. If anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave a comment. You can DM me, Sarah, or the Storytellers Hearth. I've sort of stopped posting on X/Twitter for me or the Storytellers Hearth. However, Blue Sky is my favorite social media of all time. I'm very hipster, as in I joined it before it was cool. So we do have an account over there. Follow the Storytellers Hearth Blue Sky if you're over there and you haven't already. So I think that's about it. So we're going to go ahead and bow out for the weekend. Thank you again, everybody who was here, everybody who joined in the replay. I hope everybody had a good weekend, whether you were working, hanging with family, and we will see you again the next time. Bye.
See you guys. Bye.